Is the Raleigh-Durham housing market cooling off? Are we in for a correction? Let's get into that right now. Hey everybody, I'm Christina Morris, the Realtor in Your Corner, affiliated with RE/MAX United, and on this channel, I share what I hope is helpful information all about the real estate market in the Triangle and living and relocating to the Raleigh-Durham area in general. Lately, the mainstream media has been hinting or all-out threatening that a cool down in the real estate market has already begun or is on its way. Many real estate professionals, myself included, have been secretly hoping for a slight break in the frenzy that we've been experiencing since post-quarantine in 2020. And to be honest, our market here in Raleigh has been climbing for the past several years now. Of course, 2020 was an extremely unusual year, but I'm going to break down the specific dynamics of what brought us to our current situation. Then, if you make it to the end of this video, I'm going to share the data and stats that show that we're in this for the duration. There are 4 key dynamics that have created the situation that we find ourselves in now. 1, mortgage rates are at an all-time low. With money so cheap to borrow, even cash buyers are financing. It just makes the best financial sense. Better to leverage someone else's money with a mortgage and keep your money working for you in the stock market. And 2, millennials. Yes, those kiddos born between 1981 and 1996 that are diving into the real estate market in droves. According to the National Association of Realtors, millennials make up the largest pool of buyers. 3, inventory is drastically low. We have a nationwide housing shortage. Nationally, we only have about a 2-month supply of homes. Considering that a balanced market is 4 to 6 months, now further compare that to the 15-day supply in the Raleigh-Durham market, it's pretty obvious that we aren't cooling off anytime soon. And 4, corporations are moving jobs to the area because the Triangle has such a strong economy. We have a skilled and educated workforce. We're pretty business friendly, and it's still relatively affordable compared to LA, New York, and Boston, at least for now. Add all this to the growing trend and opportunity to work from home that was created by the pandemic. That means folks can choose where they want to live versus being pigeonholed to locations close to their work. And maybe to a lesser extent, what I'm seeing in my personal business is loads of family members relocating to the Triangle to be near children and grandchildren. Now let's look at some detailed numbers that indicate to me that nothing is cooling off. If you're already a homeowner, it's a great time to sell, but many homeowners are choosing to stay put, as evidenced by this graph from the Wake County Register of Deeds. This shows a significant and growing gap between deeds and deeds of trust. There are relatively more deeds of trust, which show an increasing number of refinance of mortgage loans and second mortgages as compared to the transfer of property with a deed. According to Showing Time, the tech company we use to coordinate our showings in the Triangle, we're seeing as many as 30 showings in the first 5 days that a property is listed, which also indicates demand continues to be strong. According to this RE/MAX article, in June, Raleigh-Durham was in a 5-way tie for having the lowest supply of inventory at just 15 days. Remember, the national average is 2 months. That's 1.5 times our supply. Another way I analyze demand is to look at the number of days on market. That's the number of days between the time a property is listed and when it goes under contract. This MLS data shows that median days on market for August has dropped between 2020 and 2021. We normally would see a slowdown at this time of year due to the last-minute vacations and families prepping for returning to school, but we're not really seeing that here with lower days on market. This indicates to me that our market is still quite hot. It's undeniable that we have a severe housing shortage, and according to this Forbes article, it will take a decade to fix. In this June 2021 article, the U.S. built 276,000 fewer homes per year between 2001 and 2020 than were built between 1968 and the year 2000. To make up this shortage, the National Association of Realtors reports that we need to build 2.1 million homes per year to catch up. If you've been waiting for the Raleigh market to pop or go lower, well, that's just not going to happen anytime soon. My advice to buyers: buy as soon as it is financially feasible. Don't wait for a market correction. You are going to get priced out of the market if you wait. Based on this information pulled from MLS for the median home price between 2020 and 2021, we can see here that the median home price for the entire MLS is up 18%. For the towns of Cary and Apex, they are both up 27% over last year. Fuquay-Varina seems to be a little bit more affordable in those outlying areas. They're up 23% for a median home price of $375,000. As for sellers, yes, it's still a great time to sell, and we could certainly use your inventory, but you don't have to rush. You are still in the driver's seat. And again, I'm Christina Morris, the Realtor in your corner. If you found this information helpful, I sure would appreciate that like, share with your friends, and consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified when I put out a new video each week. Again, thanks for watching.